All right, here we go with this video. This video is not going to be like my other heavily scripted YouTube videos. I'm just going to do it all in one shot. And it already feels so good. Really, the intention of this video is to check in with you and to check in with myself. Almost think of it as like in a podcast where I'm just reflecting on the past year, what's going on now, what's ahead and what's to come. Things leaning towards updates in business, and of course, sprinkling in my life updates and other types of updates because, relationships, personal life, that's very much heavily a part of business and how business is dictated and ran. So yeah, this is just a raw video, no editing, and I'm glad you're here for it. So let's kind of dive in. I'll talk about today just about a bunch of things, how the past year went, the hardships of last year. I'll talk about the reinvention I'm going through in business and like what's to come and what's going on. Because I think that this video was kind of inspired by, I was going to make a YouTube video about like, if I were to start from zero, you see those all the time on everywhere. Like, if I were to start from zero, here's exactly what I do. And then it normally follows with a very curated, detailed plan on how to make the next cash and revenue in business. But I'm like, I think I don't want to make that video. I want to make a real video that says like, there is no such thing in starting from zero in business, at least when you've experienced like what I've experienced. And most of you, I say like 99% of you watching this video have already made, whoa, my voice cracked. See, this is raw video. Most of you have already made your first sale in your business. You've sold something to someone, which means you're in business. And so business is constantly evolving because we are beings that are ever expanding, ever growing, right? And so all this to say that I've had quite a bit of experience. We're talking, where are we, 2026? We're talking 9 years experience, I want to say, with business, with making my first sale. My very first sale in business ever came from actually a Shopify sale. I used to be an e-commerce store owner and I sold physical products online. I did like the whole drop shipping and all that. So that was like way back in the day. That was like 2017 when I made my first dollar online. So a lot has changed because I went from e-commerce for like a little over a year, sold that, just got rid of that business model. I didn't like it at all. And then transitioned to, well, one, life-wise, I became a digital nomad at that point. Some of you watching this video and know that this channel from back in the day when I started, know that I booked a one-way to Southeast Asia and started this channel there back then. And the very first way that I made my first dollar after publishing on YouTube was a $33.50 commission from affiliate marketing. And so that affiliate marketing and Google AdSense was with my YouTube channel were the first things that popped off for me. And then it evolved to me selling courses. The very first course I had, what was it called? I forgot. I should look it up, but I sold it for $197. And I loved it. I loved selling it. It was really cool to have that first course. Anyway, where was I going with this? So there's a lot that I've learned. It is crazy. And so now, having generated, a couple millions of dollars, I don't know where I am in total revenue, millions of dollars, having gone through having big teams, invested a ton of money in teams, contractors, subcontractors, having invested even more money in coaching, services, just investing in my business. There's been big losses as well. Don't get me wrong. So all those things, lessons learned, has kind of brought me back to here. So kind of, let's see. There's over the past 4 or 5 years, that's been a big, what's it called? A time frame of that where I've reinvented a whole lot of things. I mean, I've pivoted here, and almost done like a full 360 of pivots. Like I did 180, then all back to 360. And where I am now is coming off of last year of offering a done for you YouTube service, right? Done for you strategy, personalized support, and kind of closing that down and repivoting back and going back to the basics of affiliate marketing and also selling courses, because I love those, right? And for a long time, for the past for about a 2.5 year time period, I convinced myself, I'm like, okay, high ticket is the way to go. And it was my only way to go, because it was, of course, a higher amount of money, way higher than selling like a $200 course. I mean, you're talking getting paid in a single day, $5K, $10K. And it was very rewarding because you get those big paydays, right? And you're able to provide this amazing transformational offer to a client because you're able to have the funding and the resources to do done for you, to have really in-depth calls with them to help them truly move from point A to Z and where they're trying to go. And it's been it was extremely rewarding. I mean, we, as a team, we branded so many channels. We, created so many thumbnails. We did customized like positioning of channels, like pillars. What did I say? Pillars, creating the purpose of the channel, the content pillars, all of that. It was all done for you work. I'm extremely proud. But not gonna lie, it's high ticket is high delivery in one way or another, whether you're doing high ticket one-to-one coaching, high ticket done for you service, an agency. So those of you who are watching this who are like, yeah, I mean, high ticket is amazing, but it's heavy. There's heavy delivery. The operations have to be on point, or else you'll get rocked. I got rocked. I mean, it's and as a mother, like having my first child and then having my second child, what I realized was I wanted to kind of pull back on that and reinvent how I even did high ticket, and if I did high ticket at all. I think there's a time and place for me to do that, but I want to be able to recreate it my way, in a way that is operationally, I'm really able to do it. I mean, I got to admit, when I had my second child, I had her, it's been in life update, my children, my baby girl just turned 1 yesterday, and my son turns 4 in a month exactly. And so when I had my second child, I was back to work when she was just 6 days old, because there was need. There was demands. There was like, okay, things need to, I was the operation. I was everything, right? The business owner, content creator, operations manager. So I was back to work 6 days after she was born. And it is what it is. I'm not getting down on myself about it or anything. There's no shame in that. It's just, I thought to myself at that point, I'm like, do I really want to keep chasing? I don't know if chasing's the word, but do I really want to keep forcing this into scale? And is this really where I want to take the business? is this what I want to do? So that was kind of like mid last year, and last year was a tough year. I mean, you know, we had our second child, my husband and I. We moved from the city where my parents live to being very close to them. And we moved 3 hours away, where we had no family, no friends. And so we moved from, you know, the coast area of California to the Central Valley. That was hard. I mean, for 2.5 months, I was very sad, very, very sad. There was so much transition, you know, still not a whole lot of sleep going on because my baby girl was young, and I was breastfeeding. I was managing the business and just learning how to be a mom of two, and so many learning things. And it was, I mean, yeah, there were moments where I got rocked, you know, I'm just like, oh my goodness, things felt challenging, but there were also a lot of very beautiful moments, you know, with the growth and expansion of going through things that are new, that are unknown, and like things that are like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to make it through next week. Beautiful things like evolve from that. And so looking back, I'm like, wow, we made it through. Like we always triumph and stuff, but yeah, things got hard. And so anyway, what else? So kind of wrapping that back up, I had quite a bit of clients last year that were high touch, that were where I was doing like the done for you and everything. And so transitioning to this year, I'm like, you know, how does this change? And what I came back to was going back to what I was doing when I first started, back when I was in Southeast Asia, going back to the basics of doing affiliate marketing, of what I love, of selling courses, because I went through this whole notion of like, oh, courses aren't, how do I say it? I was like, courses aren't valuable anymore. No one buys them. And I'm like, you know, I'm like dead wrong. I mean, that's just couldn't be further from the truth. And because here was the thought that went into this. I thought, you know, courses are great, but a lot of people only evaluate a course to their own best capabilities. And so that's why kind of a huge reason as well that I created the higher ticket programs and also services was because a lot of people just need that done for you, because no matter how they evaluate the lessons in the teaching in a course, the way that they do it is off, just no matter what. And that's okay. And so I thought, this is why I want to just get in there and help do it for them. And so, but also I thought, like, there have been a great amount of students I've had in the past that have been in my communities that have gotten really great results by themselves with my guidance. And I'm like, that's not right to take away that opportunity from people and to just make this blanket statement that courses don't work. There's been hundreds of people that have commented on my YouTube videos and have said, your free content changed my whole entire business. I've made, you know, over $1 million now with my business. And it kind of all started from an idea and some guidance that I got from your channel. And I'm just like, you know, why can't I bring that energy back? Because with these two models, like affiliate marketing and courses, I do believe that these are income streams to a business that are 90% passive income revenue, because there's no really, I believe there's no such thing as 100% passive income, but affiliate marketing and courses get get to like 90% of what that is. Because of course you need traffic, right? You either need to run ads or do organic traffic. So my kind of reinvention point and starting from 0 point was like, okay, I have to step back, as scary as it is, step back from this client work because it's a big demand and taking all of my time, right? I have to step back and rebuild the back end of my business, the funnels, the automations, everything that is now going to support me going in this direction of the affiliate marketing and the courses. So where was I going with this? So I talked about that, reinventing, and let's see, content creation. So what's going on now? So right now I am in the middle of preparing for a launch, and you'll see a ton of promotion for it. So this is going to be my launch to basically create my first new product, because I have, I don't know how many courses I have right now. I think I have like 6, but this is going to be, I'm going to have a live launch where I'm going to launch this product in real time. I'm going to take people through a 4-week cohort where I'm going to teach the course as I go. And then my plan is to package that up into a low ticket course funnel, meaning parts of the course are going to be the front end offer. And then parts of the course are going to be upsells. And then this year I'm excited because I'm going to run ads to that course. I'm really excited about running ads. I've never properly tried running ads before to a low ticket funnel. And I'm going to learn it myself. This is going to be self-taught. Oh, and that's the other thing about self. Like right now, I am officially like a 1-person team. And it's crazy because at one point in the not too long ago past, my team crept up to like 10 people, including like sales team, just subcontractors, core people on the team. So right now I am literally a 1-woman show. And it feels amazing. Honestly, it really does. Of course, I miss a lot of things about having support, but I don't miss having the pressure of being so busy and not being able, and being so busy that I can't direct the people on my team. Because there would be sometimes a whole 4 days that would go by and I would think to myself like, oh my gosh, like my admin person, I haven't even talked to him this week and I don't even know what he's working on. And of course, every seat on your team matters. It's like, are they doing things that move the needle forward? And a lot of times I was so busy with the heavy delivery of the high ticket things I was doing. A lot of times the answer to that question was, I don't know. So at the end of last year, that was when everyone on the core team, we parted ways. However, my editors are still here. I've been working with my video editors for, 6 years. So they are still the ones on my team, but everyone else, we've parted ways. What else? Back to the basic. Let's see. Pulling back on done for you. Intention. Going back to the base. Running ads. I covered that. Yeah. So then my plan is to spend as much money as possible on running ads once I start to get a positive ROAS, and just dump as much money as I can in there. Then kind of part 2 is remixing the current YouTube offers that I have. So redoing the YouTube courses that I have, partially because there's so many AI layers that I want to include in the course teachings, AI prompts, but then also the high ticket service that the Ascend, it's called Ascend. So Ascend is like our done for you container. Minimum investment starts at $6,000, goes all the way up to $20,000. The Ascend is now going to be, it's not going to go away. It's just kind of on pause right now because I want to reinvent it to include layers of AI. So we are currently testing my AI avatar. So my AI avatar creating content on YouTube, but also we have been heavily testing AI B-rolls, meaning the AI that, like, for example, AI B-roll of me driving in the car, AI B-roll of me at the gym, AI B-roll of me sitting by the pool, working on my laptop. So these real high definition AI, footage, we want to be able to help people with that, because I think AI content creation, where you can enhance your videos with you in them, like imagine being able to just recreate you in Thailand. Like that's cool as hell. So that is what we're testing and tightening up right now, but also the AI avatar. So being able to help people in more of like a YouTube mastermind style, where it's it's more heavily done with you and less done for you. And the done for you would only be like really just like a super small handful of people that need us to help set up like the foundations, like again, the purpose and pillars, the brandings of the channel, the AI avatars and all that. So that is what I'm thinking right now. And so this is kind of the biggest thing. I wish I would have talked about this first, but community. Like my number one goal this year was to build a thriving community. And so far I have. It's a small, intimate group right now, about 20 people in my community. And so, as a lot of you have noticed, like I've been promoting Go HighLevel, and that is the affiliate side. Okay, well, my memory card got full, so that was embarrassing. Delete some footage. Anyways, I was talking about the community, and it's my Go HighLevel community, meaning those who sign up for Go HighLevel under my affiliate link get complimentary access to the community. And it's been amazing because, number one, even though right now the group is small and intimate, like there's so much power and connection in community, and I absolutely love it. I get so energized and fired up. Like after I have a coaching call, people have light bulb moments go off. They know what their next steps are. I get to learn about businesses. And on a call like yesterday, there was 4 ladies on the call. Like we just shared ideas, and it was just a really beautiful thing to be able to have everyone like giving each other ideas. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. And so my whole focus is really growing community. I love having community. And so anyway, for the rest of the year, another goal for the year is to have a live in-person event. And I promised myself I'm not going to stress over it. I'm not going to try to make it a whole big thing, but my goal is to have a live in-person event. And I don't care if just 5 people show up, if more show up, great. If it's 20 people, if it's 50 people, who knows? I'm not going to put a limit on it. But the whole point is in-person interaction. Now, I don't know where I'm going to have it because I live in the central part of California. But it doesn't matter because I'll figure it out. And so there's that. Then kind of circling back to the whole course thing. I've seen so many business owner moms launching new courses, a whole lot of new courses, and having tons of courses in a whole ecosystem, meaning low ticket. And we're talking low ticket front end offers, like $47. And that's what I want too. I want a whole ecosystem of courses, because what I realize is what I think are just breadcrumbs of knowledge in my mind of what I know what to do could be just so valuable to somebody else. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. And for me to be able to offer it to somebody, have them get an aha, get paid to do it. And that's just the most beautiful thing. So another intention of this year is like, how can I sell and launch, 10 more courses? of these mini offers. I don't see why not, because with AI now, especially in a marketing software like Go HighLevel, like put the how do I say this? Put the pedal to the metal, name to the test. Because I talk about this all the time on my videos about launch your offer within days. I'm like, can I really do this? And so I just did a test yesterday. I'm like, how fast can I build a sales page and get the product live? So I'm around the 2-day and 5-hour mark, and I'm about to launch it, have an email promotion to my list of a product, or so it's a branding product I'm launching to my list. So I'm going to charge, it's $16.50 and $19.50. So I'm going to launch that to my list and see what happens and see how it converts. If it sells, if it doesn't sell, it's just information. So that is that. So let's see, ecosystem. I think I covered everything, but I guess overall, to wrap things up, and I'm looking over here because my vision board is right here, my of 2026. But I guess all that to say is, don't ever think that you're starting from zero. There's really no such thing as starting from zero. Even when you very first start business, there's no such thing as starting from zero, because you have a lot of life experience that is going to direct the next step. So always know that it's okay to pivot, not just once, but several times. I mean, those that have been following this channel know all the pivots I've been through, all the, personal, beautiful things that have helped transform the vision year after year after year. And it's exciting. So just, if you get anything from this message today, you have permission to start how you want to restart, restructure how you want to restructure. No matter how much you may think that this part-time job, this existing business, this existing service you're offering, the existing clients are feel safe, feel comfortable. It might feel like, oh my gosh, if I let this go, like how are things going to financially work out within the next one? It's just let it go if it's no longer serving the point in time where you are. Because, I believe that God, however you see God, whether that's, Jesus Christ, Allah, like the universe, however that's defined for you, the omnipresent, all-loving creator of all things, has your back. Okay. You will always be more than okay. You will always have your needs met, more than met. And, going into the unknown hurts the ego. The ego hates the unknown. But the spirit in us and the evolving being that we are loves the unknown, because on the other side of the unknown, once that thing becomes known and you experience it, only transforms into expansion, and your highest good. So love you all. Thank you for watching. And whatever video is going to pop up next, check it out. And I can't wait. If you made it to this point in this video, let me know if you like this style, and I could release kind of these podcast style videos where I talk to myself, really, and you really get to see the behind the scenes of what's going on. Just me documenting what I am doing right now. Okay. So, yeah, I will see you on the next video. Take care.